Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Kaushal Kumar. Today we have very interesting topic, that is how we will and consume machine learning model in ASP.NET Web API. This is a real practical session I will show to you, because when you building, then consuming is an important topic, and this is as simple as you are building and consuming your .NET application. So I will not take much time in the explanation. I will show you today's roadmap to you. So this is today's roadmap, where we will talk how we save the model, the machine learning model, into the disk, and how we use this from disk and start real-time prediction. But before moving this, I would like to clarify, if you are new in this channel and you are watching this video first time, I recommend it to you. Please go to playlist where I clearly describe the roadmap, how you will start. So this is better for your understanding. You would not be have any confusion in your career bootstrapping. If you like to bootstrap your career and you wanted to learn ML.NET, feel free and learn with me. I will show you one by one, step by step, your career path. So please watch roadmap session and then start from the beginning in the playlist. So in this session I will talk in more detail how we collect the data that we already know in a past session, train and evaluate, where you know how do you train the regression model. Till now you know only regression, so I would recommend to you to stay with the regression, because going forward I will record several sessions for the classification and clustering. Then definitely I will show you, and you will also show to me what you learned till now. And then train and evaluate, evaluation matrices, you know, once you train, evaluate, then the chance is to save it. So this is the next step, to save your model into the disk. Once the model is saved, now the real practical real term is required, loading into web API. This is as simple. You build your application and then you publish and deploy your application in IIS or any web server, and then your customer start using it. So this is in same way, in the same pattern. Till now you build your model, you train it, build it, save it. Now you will see how to use it in the web API, and then that's all. You will start predicting on the real time, isn't it? It seems interesting to you as well. If it's interesting, continue please and see how we will do this. To save your time and to save our time, we already have a session where we predicted a model based on the salary predictions with the regression model. So let me do this quickly for you. So at the first stage you will need to load all the nugget packages, then your input and output classes, data contract where your model will work, and this is the pipeline where we have this is not pipeline. Here you will load the data. Once you load the data, and then next is create a pipeline. So once your pipeline is created, train and test this. Let me execute one by one, and then here we evaluate it. This is required, but if you want detailed session for this training, testing, evaluation, you can refer previous sessions, or go to the playlist where you will find these all things. Yeah, so it will take little time. Let me pause my video if it took a lot of time. No, it's fine, it's not taking a lot of time. Then prediction, we will done the prediction, then print the matrix. It's fine, it is for only the testing purpose. And here this is the stage where you save your model. Let's say I save the model into disk, so this model is available in the disk. Now the second part is create ASP.NET web application web API, and then copy this model into web application and create a controller and load this model. That would be very interesting. So stay continue. I will pausing for some seconds because creating a .NET Web API project takes time. So let's continue on that. So I open this project in Visual Studio. Here we will add one Web API application. Let's add the project. Let's add ASP.NET Core Web API and create this project. Here we can say Web API. It's up to you. And then add this, create Web API project. It will take some time. Once your project is created, then you need to add the NuGet references here for the ML.NET. So let's go to NuGet manager and add the reference Microsoft extension.ml. You can note down this Microsoft extension.ml. This we need for our package, and let me install this. So once the NuGet package is installed, what we need now, we need to add the dependency. Go to program.cs file. Here you can add the dependency as well. You import the namespaces Microsoft.ml, Microsoft.extensions.ml, and before building it, this is the dependency injection that I'm using. If you are new to this, then in this session I will definitely not describe you the solid principle or dependency injection. If you are curious and interested, you don't know what is dependency injection, then I may record this another video for that, so I will not club into this. So here you need to add the reference of your model. Let's add here, add service, then important class, add prediction engine pool. This is used for loading a model. Here we'll use this, and this will ask you input and output. So we need to add a classes for input and output. Let's add the contract here, a class model input and output, in out, and we can simply copy from here, because as you already know, we do have our classes. I can copy from here. So these are the classes. Contract definitely required, because we prepared a model based on this data structure, this data only, so we will have a similar. Here you can change, maybe you says model input, where no need to load this. And for input, what we are inputting, actually we are inputting the years of experience, and then based off years of experience our model will decide the value, right? And here we can say model output, so that's fine. Here we will provide two things. You can check the signature of this, and model input, model output, and then from where you will use this, yeah, then we will say from file, from where you like to load the model. Is your model exists in the local disk, then from file. If your model exists on the remote URL or it's already deployed somewhere, then use the URI. I used from file. Now we need to copy the model into our program. So where our model exists, here you can see the model which was saved here. We can copy this salary prediction model. We can copy here. It's pretty simple. So I copy the model, so you can copy the name, and it have some parameters. So we can say the parameter file path. Here I will give the path, and then the model name. How do you call this model? They say salary prediction or model. We can say how do you call it? Test model, salary model, it's up to you. Salary model. And there is very interesting parameter is called watch for change. I think this is too early for you to understand this parameter. I will give you detail in the later session, maybe in this session, but at last. So this is early for you, so let's continue till then only. So this is the stage where we add the dependency, where we load the model. So whenever your program will start, it will load the model. Now I will create a controller, web API controller, and then start prediction of this. Let's continue for this. So let me add one more option is called controller. So one controller is already there. If you don't mind, I can use this, or I can create a new one. So I can create a new one. Let me make it clear. Add new controller here. Okay, web MVC controller, but we find for me API MVC doesn't matter. It's up to us. Maybe we can create MVC controller or API controller. Does not makes too much difference for me. Let's say MVC controller or API controller, whatever you want. Yeah, or we can clone it. Simple. Keep it so simple. Let me clone this. This controller we already have. We can rename this controller, and let me do this. So guys, to avoid confusion, I keep it very clean. I added a predict controller here. This is API controller I added. Now we need to use the prediction engine here, because this is the real test for our model. So let's create dependency injection, public predict controller, and maybe here I need private read only predict engine pool, then same model input model output. I will add the variable predict engine and add the dependency here. Predict engine, create this, assign the values, predict engine is equal to predict engine. Once it's done, add one action here. Now we will add action here. Let's say HTTP post. Let's try it out with HTTP post. Public action predict val. Here we can say HTTP post, and then probably you can provide the name predict val, whatever, it's up to you. Add the action here, and then provide the data, let's say from body, and then I can say model input as an input, and here return. Okay, we'll add return later, but here we will like to use our model. So model output as result is equal to this one. This we already create an instance here using dependency injection. We use predict. So predict is the method, guys, that you will use for prediction. Okay, so this method you will use for prediction, and here it will ask some details to us. What is the model name, and you can check the parameters. So it will ask us the model name, and the model name which we already registered in our program.cs. This is model name. You will add the model name over here. Let me add this model name and then input. So input is already given here. This model, this is done here, and now we need to return it. So let's return the output, return OK. Yeah, OK, OK, and then new. All right. So here we can create our own custom action, custom return type. So you can create with a new, maybe you can say salary, or I would say predicted salary. Predicted salary is equal to result dot salary, and we can add one more, years of experience is equal to input, which you already input, years experience, or we can say years of experience, and then predicted salary. This will work in that order. So let's execute this and have a look. So you can see this program is already executed, and the Swagger UI is open. It's easy for you since you are .NET developer. You know what is the Swagger. So our controller is available here, and this method which we already created is called predict, the class, controller name, and then our method. We can use try it out. So what exactly we provided inside the method, you can see as an input we need model input. And what is model input? You can go back, you see years of experience. So we will provide years of experience, and then maybe let's say 5 years. Execute. Once you execute, it will call our model and then give the result. Interesting. Can you see? Okay, it's not copying it, but it's fine. It's giving us the years of experience, and based on this is giving us the value. Let's dig it down why it's not accepting our input. Okay, the problem fixed. Do you want to know what was the problem? Why this MVC action or this MVC controller does not accept input? Very simple problem. See, the issue was inside the model I haven't created property. It was simple variable. That's why there was nothing shown here. Now you can see it is showing years of experience as an input parameter, and you can see in the input as well it's treating. Yeah, so simple. So this was the error, guys. Now you can see the years of experience 5, and then salary predicted. It's accurate now because earlier it was 0. So if you enter any other salary range, years of experience, then this model will give you the salary. This is real implementation. Now I promised in this session earlier there was one parameter which I explained to you, or which I told to you, I will give you detail in later session. So let's come back to that. Here in the controller, or no, in the program.cs file, in the program.cs file there is one more parameter, is called watch for change. This is used for real time. Let's say if you say watch for change, and if you publish the new model with the same name, then your application will not block, it's automatically load the new model. So this parameter is a game changer while you work in the real time or in the production. So for the learning purpose it's fine, you will not use this, but for the real time you should use this. This will avoid the model break. Your model will not be break. As soon as you deploy your model, make sure the model name should be same, because this not going to detect the versioning. So your model name should be same. If your model name is same and you deployed the latest model as a zip, then this pipeline automatically load the new one without any breaks in your program. Is it interesting to you? This is the real example I shown to you for consuming a machine learning model in ASP.NET, yeah, web API. Thank you guys. If you have any question, any doubt, please write me in the comment. I will happy to answer you. Thank you very much.